Hey, welcome to Exorcist Reviews and Regan's Room. Well, I'm back again to cover my 5 choices for gifts, but this time for under $50. If you haven't seen my previous gift video, take a moment to check it out when you can, preferably after watching this video. And if you haven't already done so, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. I really do appreciate the support. Now, for all who are watching this video, if you have someone in your life who is a big Exorcist fan, be sure to consider my suggestions. Even if there's not enough time for shopping, with Christmas so close, I think my recommendations would make great birthday gifts as well. So, let's get started. Okay, this may or may not be easier than my previous video when it comes to choosing Exorcist-related merchandise. Things can be expensive, and I'm going to try to recommend 5 items that I'm familiar with from my own collection. As we did in my Gifts Under $20 video, I'm going to set some parameters. Again, I won't be recommending any books or periodicals, but that may change in a future video. No DVDs or Blu-rays. Those may come up in a future video as well. Items must be available, not just on eBay. Choices are to be as close to $50 as possible. Shipping charges will not be included. The price will only reflect the gift. Now, the first item is a no-brainer. I suggested the Funko Pop Regan in my last video. Now I'm recommending the Funko Pop Moment featuring Regan number 1425. Here we see Regan on her bed with her head facing backwards, much like in the Friedkin film. I made a small diorama with mine, adding a back wall and hanging artwork like in the original scene. Now, this particular item was available on Funko.com for $40, but recently it has no longer been featured on their website. It is available elsewhere online at asking prices that tend to exceed the spending limit, but not in all cases. The best price I've seen is from Walmart.com at $40.99, and is probably your best bet. The next item that I recommend happens to share the same shelf as my first recommendation, the Exorcist glow-in-the-dark Ouija board, available on the Warner Brothers online store for $29.99. I think this is quite a unique item. I really like the box art, and the fact that the board glows in the dark is really cool. I probably would have had this board out on display, but I already have one open and displayed over my bookshelf. So I'm keeping this one in its box, for now. I like how it looks peeking over my Funkos. Next, some viewers may remember the Etsy stores that I recommended from my last gift video. Well, I'm adding another store to the list. Along with Big Bucket of Guts and Gorilla Skull, I'm adding Marquise Engraving for their 20-ounce Exorcist stainless steel tumbler, priced at $40. I really like how it looks, and how the etching catches the light. It has a great design, and I would consider this as a collectible. Next, we are back to the figures and figurines. In my previous gift video, I brought up the Mego 8-inch Regan McNeil action figure, and how it might have made my second pick had it not been for the price. Well, it's now my next pick. I've seen this one vary from $23 to $40 in price, usually favoring the higher end, as well as being described as limited edition. Out of all my Regan figures, I'd have to say that I favor this one. It has a decent face sculpt. Mego used real material for the nightgown, and it has more points of articulation than any of my other figures. Now, I'm sure that there are better figures, custom figures out there, that would put the Mego figure to shame, but their asking price will be well over the $50 limit, and you could expect to pay something closer to $200 or $300, maybe more. So my last pick may be different, but not so much a unique choice. There could have been other options. Now, I could have picked the Nika Head Knockers Exorcist figure for $34.99. That's not too bad. It's a nice enough item, but too often I've seen their heads come off when handled too much, and the bed break because of how brittle the plastic can get. So I decided to skip this one. I could also have picked the 6-inch resin replica Pazuzu statue, priced at around $35. There are times when it is priced a little cheaper. The figure seems a little pricey for being a 6-inch poly resin replica. Had it been bigger, I could probably justify its price. One of my other options, in my opinion, was a little bizarre. The Exorcist Demon Knife Set with stand for $49.99. There's also the knife set without the stand for $30. I prefer the set with the stand, that way the knives are better displayed. Overall, they're kind of fun to look at. They might be an absurdity more than anything else. They can be decorative. I'd recommend keeping them out of the reach of small children as well as the possessed. I do like my set, I just can't recommend it. So my last recommendation is the 10 CD audio set for the Exorcist novel by Harper Audio. In this case, the 40th anniversary edition priced at $39.99. I also recommend the 7 CD audio set for William Peter Blatty's Legion novel by Tantor Audio. Either CD set would make a great gift. And obviously, I had a hard time picking one set over the other, so I won't. And there it is, my top 5 picks for under $50. This list proved to be a little easier to make than the last one. Be sure to tune in for my final picks as I double the price limit and hopefully increase my choice options. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like button and leave a comment below. Be sure to subscribe and hit the bell icon to be alerted on future videos. Stay warm, stay safe, and be sure to come back to my channel. Thanks.
Captain Howdy, do you think my mom will like this sweater? Captain Howdy? Captain Howdy, that isn't very nice. I'm trying to pick something out for my mom. What do you mean? Why do you hate Christmas? Captain Howdy, you're such a Grinch.